Hi, you guys. Is it working? Hello. Hi, you guys. It's so funny. I can't actually see how many people are watching, but I can see the comments, so that is great. We will get started in about 2 minutes. I have some soft music going for me, but if you have a playlist that you love, go ahead and start your playlist. And there'll be like maybe 4 minutes where we're doing a lot of flow, so you can pick a song that like gets you pumped up for that part. Hi, you guys. Welcome. This is so awesome. This is my first time doing anything like this, so a huge welcome from me. I can't actually tell who all is watching, but I'm glad that you're here. I can see the comments though. Yeah, so welcome. This will be about 50 minutes of an intermediate, like, not advanced, but not a beginner class either. So something in between. But of course, you can make it whatever you like. You can add on if you're feeling really energetic or if you're stuck inside a little bit and feeling a little stir crazy and you want to make it really yeah, energetic or powerful, feel free to do that. Or maybe you're just feel like relaxing and stretching, and there's space for that too. So please make this practice your own. um, and for those of you that have like a pillow or a blanket, or you know that you'd like a block for your practice, go ahead and grab that. I'll have some soft music on in the background just for me, but I don't think you will be able to hear it, or at least it won't be the right volume for you. So go ahead and choose a playlist if you like that with your practice that you would like to listen to. And yeah, at the middle of class, we'll do like a bit of a pump up flow. So if you have a song that you really love that you can play during that time, it should be fun. Okay, let's get started. So go ahead and come to a comfortable seat on your mat. And this can be like a cross-legged, or maybe this means that you open the seat a little bit more so that you feel like your shoulders are stacked on top of your hips and you feel like your head is stacked on top of your shoulders. And we can just bring the eyes to close here. Maybe you start to find a little bit of organic movement to find that alignment of head, shoulders, and hips. And you can have your hands softly at center, or maybe you bring the hands to the legs or the knees. Maybe the palms are even facing up so you can start to soften the shoulders down the back. And I just want you to start to let go of any of the stress of the day or any of this heaviness from the day. Start to release that. See if you can root down through your hips, down into the sit bones. And start to feel this alignment of each vertebra, each bone of the spine stacking and then reaching even up through the neck. Start to grow the spine up through the crown of the head. Good, and start to bring your energy and your awareness into the space. So the space of this room, the space on your mat. And just check in, how are you doing today? Maybe it's really the first time you've asked yourself, how do you feel? How does everything feel in the body? Start to notice the breath and the movement of the breath. And without changing the breath just yet, notice the natural movement of the inhale and that sensation of the breath in through the nose, in through the back of the throat. And notice the movement of the exhale, the sensation of the breath out of the body. Let's do that a couple more times. Big, deep breath in. Try to fill the lungs, feel the side body expand with the inhale. And feel empty on the exhale. Let go. Another big breath in, fill up a little deeper, send the breath even into the belly. Deep exhale, empty. Good, and maybe you imagine with your inhale that you're growing a little bit taller through the spine, lifting up through the neck. And maybe you feel with the exhale, you root down into the sit bones and root down into the earth. Good, one more breath, big inhale. The neck is long, reach to the sky. And deep exhale, root down into the hips. And then start to move, slowly relaxing one ear to the shoulder. And the chin will come to the chest. And bring the ear to the opposite shoulder. Just move very gently here. Listen to your body. Chin to chest. You can stop at any sticky spots. Really notice the space of the neck and the upper back. Good. Move through this for 2 more breaths really slowly. I'm going to take a peek at these comments, make sure you guys can hear me. Awesome. Good. One more big breath, breathing into the neck. Good. And then big inhale, come back to center and flutter the eyes open. Start to move with the breath. Inhale, hands to the sky. And then we will just take a really big circle on the exhale. Start to reach the hands out and then all the way around. Big exhale. Feel the sit bones glued to the mat. Big inhale at center. And feel space in the side body as you move, especially this low back. Notice all of the sensations in the low back. Big inhale to center. One more. See if there's a little more space with each breath. Maybe the fingertips can just reach out a little bit further. Good, big inhale, center. Opposite direction, exhale. Circles, root down through the sit bones. You're glued to the mat. And then extend through the low back and the side body. Big inhale, center. And exhale. Good, last one on this side. Big inhale, center. See if there's just a little bit more space that you've made in the body. Extend from the hips. Good, big inhale, center. And then exhale, fold forward. We don't have to force anything here, so just let the head and shoulders round so that the hips are still glued down to the mat and grow into the low back. One more big breath here. Head is heavy. And then big inhale, start to walk the hands back to center. Go ahead and just bring the opposite foot forward. And then one more big inhale, reach the hands high. And exhale, fold forward. And this side might feel really different on the hips or for the low back. So we don't force anything, just move into this natural space that you're making in the body. Big inhale, fill up, send the breath to the low back. And deep exhale to soften. One more big breath. Deep exhale. And then we can bring the hands back to center. Awesome job. Come to facing the top of your mat. And we will meet here in a tabletop and just take a moment to get set up so the shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists. And the hips are stacked on top of the knees. And you can really spread the fingers really wide and start to press into the hands so the arms are strong, and begin to move with the breath through cat-cows. Inhale the heart forward for cow. And exhale, round chin to chest. Pull the belly button to the spine for cat. Good, and just move with your breath as quickly or as slowly as feels good. Big inhale. And deep exhale. One more cycle through. See if there's just a little bit more space for you. Good. And then we'll just start to take some organic movement. So this might look like for you some side to side hip shakes, or maybe you'd like to make a couple really big circles with the hips, like you're stirring a kettle. Go ahead and do this for a couple breaths. Just breathe into this space of the side body. Awesome job. When you're ready, come back to center, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. Downward facing dog. And just take a couple breaths here. Let me check again the comments to see that people can see. Yes, awesome. In your downward facing dog, keep walking out one leg, then the other. And really breathe into the backs of the legs. Good, one more breath. Awesome. And then I want you to bring the feet wide so that the second biggest toe is about in line with the edges of the mat. And start to reach the hips really high, even though the knees are bent. Imagine that you're lengthening the spine and almost lifting the hips to the sky, like you're unweighting the hips and unweighting the spine. Good, and we can do this with the breath. So you're lifting the hips and lengthening the spine on the inhale. And on the exhale, try to settle the heels and breathe into the legs. Good, I'll do that again. Bend the knees, lift the hips, long spine, inhale. Then exhale, release the heels. Good, one more. Inhale, long spine. Spine is the longest yet. And exhale, release the heels. And then inhale, gaze forward, start to walk the feet to the hands and just come into a ragdoll forward fold. Bring hands to opposite elbow. And we can start with these really nice bent knees so you can almost feel the weight of your torso on the thighs. Send the breath to the low back and let the head hang heavy. And we can shake the head yes and no. Try to open and close the mouth. Good. Then release the hands to the mat. You can keep the feet about hip width distance, or maybe you prefer to bring them together. Whatever you choose, start to send a lot of energy down into the legs so the legs are so strong. And then keep energy in the legs as you roll one vertebrae at a time. The head and the neck are the last to come up. And here we meet in a strong standing pose. Take a couple big shoulder rolls. If you want to rock a little back and forth, start to energize down into the feet and down into your toes. The energy moving, rooting you down into your mat and also lifting upwards up through the crown of the head. On our next inhale, reach the hands high. We'll find an open arm twist here. Bring the left hand forward and the right hand backwards. And a lot of times this means we automatically want to pull the right hip backwards, but check in with the hips here. Keep pulling the right hip forward. And then the thumbs are both facing up. So you're rolling the shoulders down the back and twisting open. See if you can fire down into the legs. Let's take one more breath. Big inhale, find length. And deep exhale to twist. Good. Big inhale, center. And exhale, open arm twist. Right hand forward, left hand back. Again, if you feel like the hips are moving with the shoulders, keep the hips facing forward. Pull this left hip forward. Big inhale, long spine. And exhale, twist. Maybe you even gaze to this left hand. Feel the twist in the neck. One more big breath. And then next inhale, both hands to center. If you like, find a baby back bend. We can start to cactus the arms, or maybe you keep them extended, but press the hips forward, press down into the feet, and feel that there's this string lifting your heart. So the abdominals are still so strong, lifting you upwards as you bend back. Good, one more breath. Big inhale, center, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a long spine. Just stay here for the first one. I want you to really press the hands into the legs and root the back forward. So the spine is flat like a table. Even the neck is long. And the gaze is down so that you even feel this beautiful length of the neck. One more big inhale. And exhale, fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Good, last time. Feel the muscles of your abdominals lengthen you forward. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, come into a high plank. We will just pause here. If you're still working on this pose, you can always come to the knees if this feels better for you. But if you'd like to challenge yourself today, come here to this high plank and start to fire up the core. So pull the belly in, press the legs back. Feel that you're moving backwards even into the heels, this energy moving backwards into the legs. Keep breathing. Good, take one more big inhale. On the exhale, bring the elbows in towards the ribs as you lower all the way down. Come to the belly. Bring the tops of the feet onto the mat. We'll do a set of 3 rolling cobras without any weight in the hands. Inhale, start to bring the shoulders towards the ears, and then let that pull the heart forward on the inhale. And exhale, lower down. Good, again, big shoulder roll. Let that pull the heart forward. And exhale, lower. Good, keep pressing into the tops of the feet. One more rolling cobra with the inhale. And exhale, lower down. See if you can come up through plank, engage the core, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Return to the breath, big inhale. Deep exhale. A good one more breath here. So we will start to move, connecting one breath to one motion. Let the breath guide you. You can move as quickly or as slowly as you like. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump. Both feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Press down into the feet. Big inhale, hands come to the sky. Open arm twist. Keep the hips facing forward. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist. Feel yourself moving into all of these edges and corners of the body. Exhale, open the heart. Big inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine, fire up the core. Exhale, plant the hands. Come all the way to the belly. Move as slowly as you can as you lower down. Energy into the legs. A set of 3 rolling cobras with the breath. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, lower. Big inhale. Press into the tops of the feet. Feel that the legs are fired up. Exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes again. See if you can press up through your high plank and exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Deep exhale. Good inhale, gaze forward, exhale, both feet top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Big inhale, hands to the sky. You know where we're going. Let the breath guide you. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. If you feel ready for a chaturanga, feel free to go for it. Otherwise, you can keep with our cobras for your vinyasa. Chaturanga, elbows draw into the ribs. Inhale is upward facing dog. The knees are lifted off the mat. You're pressing into the top of the feet. Pull the heart forward. Exhale is downward facing dog. Good, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to the top of the mat, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale is chair pose, and let's all bring the feet about under the hips, so 10 centimeters or so apart. And for now, we will just bring the hands into heart center. So to start here, I want you to peek down, and the knees should be facing forward in the direction of the toes. And you should also be able to see your toes. So if you have the knees really far forward, try to pull them back so you can see your toes. And then give yourself this nice shoulder roll. Let the shoulders be soft down the back. The neck is long. Good. So we're just going to start with a couple little pulses here. And someone once told me that you are squeezing the smile of your butt, which is hilarious, but you know exactly where I mean, right? So keep the legs strong, keep the glutes engaged, these little pulses, awesome. And we're still pulling in the belly. Awesome. If you're like, hey, you can't stop me, I got this. Maybe you challenge yourself, start lifting the heels. And just still these little pulses. I want you to feel this heat building in the legs. Maybe there's a little bit of shake there. That's awesome. Heels come high. Let's take one more big breath here. Settle the shoulders. Good. Maybe you extend the arms forward. Big inhale, pull the heart forward. And exhale, let it go. Whew. Shake out the knees, shake out the head. Awesome job. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Chaturanga or any vinyasa you like. You can always skip this and just meet a straight and downward facing dog. Good, big inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale the right foot high. Just pause here for a moment. Once you choose, settle the left heel down. Feel this nice stretch in the back of the left leg. Inhale, right foot is high. Exhale, lead with the knee, pull the belly in, set this right foot down softly, low lunge. And if it didn't quite get there, you can just walk the right foot forward. Good. Start to engage the belly already. See if you can pull the belly off of the front of the thigh. Moving really slowly Come all the way up to crescent lunge. Okay, and we have a lot of options here. So if you already feel a little unstable, you can come down to this back knee. This is a great option if the legs are feeling a little shaky today. Or maybe you have like a shortened lunge, or maybe you're really going for it. You're walking this right foot forward, press back into the left heel with a lot of energy. And just check in here if you feel like you're kind of leaning one way or the other. We want the shoulders to be stacked above the hips, and you can really check to feel the shoulders are above the hips here. You're not sticking the booty out. Pull everything together. Find the breath. Good. One more big breath here. Good. Again, we'll start to cactus the arms. Start to find a small heart opener here if everything's feeling good. Good. We're going to move with the breath. Your next inhale, make a big sweeping movement. You're drawing a huge circle. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, open the heart. Big inhale, big scooping motion. Exhale. One more big scoop. Make a little more space here. And warrior two, exhale. Maybe you want to give yourself a little moment to shake the hips. Maybe you're just doing great here. The legs feel strong. And this powerful warrior two pose, the right knee is reaching forward in the direction of the toes. And you can look forward in the direction of the heart, but again, the hips and shoulders are in one line. Let the hips settle. Your next inhale, reverse warrior, reach the right hand high. Feel that the right knee is still reaching in the direction of the toes, and you can open the side body. Good, one more big breath in. And extended side angle. We can prop this right arm here. Maybe you're feeling really energetic to extend the right arm down. The neck is long, one more breath. Big inhale, right hand high, reverse. And exhale, both hands to the mat. If you want to challenge your practice, we can keep this right foot lifted through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale is downward facing dog. Return to the breath, big inhale. Deep exhale. Good, inhale that left foot high. Pause here, settle the right heel down. Breathe into the space of the back of the right leg. Good, one more breath. Good, inhale left foot high. Use the muscles of the core, step through slowly, softly, low lunge. And then big inhale, find your balance as you come up for high crescent lunge. You can always come down onto this right knee. This is a great modification, really at any point. Maybe you're feeling really energetic with this right knee lifted. Keep pressing back into the right heel. You can even kind of squeeze the right foot back a little so you have more extension, but only if you need it. Check that the shoulders are stacked over the hips. Good, one more breath, settle. And start to find this heart opener. Cactus the arms, open the heart. Good, one more breath. Your next inhale, big scoop. Make space for yourself. Inhale. Open the heart, exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And warrior two, exhale. You can make a couple little hip shakes if you need. I need it. Find your strong warrior two. Shoulders stacked above the hips. Root down into the feet and then just check in to see if you're really squeezing with the toes. Try to let that go and grow the toes long like you're rooting down. Check that the left knee is pointing straight forward towards the toes. And see how you can settle into that hip. One more breath. And then the left hand comes high, reverse warrior. Feel all this opening in the left side body. One more big inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. We can prop the left arm on the thigh, or maybe you're feeling really energetic, you keep it reaching down. Big inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, both hands to the mat. Chaturanga, maybe the left foot stays lifted. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and bring the knees wide and the big toes together. Find a fast child's pose with the forehead on the mat. I want you to come back to the breath here. And we can even bring the hands together above the head and walk the elbows from side to side just a little to open the heart. Awesome. So we're going to flow that. And if you have your bumpin' song selected, go ahead and pull it up. I am going to play Dance Monkey. You know it's my jam right now. Oh, I wish I could really bump it for you guys. Okay, it's okay. Next time we'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna move. Let's do it. Downward facing dog. Find the breath. Good. Shake out the head, shake the hips. One more big breath. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to hands, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale is downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, find a slight back bend. Big inhale, crescent lunge, swoop the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always skip this. We will all meet in downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Take a back bend, exhale. Big movement, inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Big inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, hips left. Take a full breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, hips come low. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, best time yet. Inhale the right foot high. Exhale, low lunge. High lunge, inhale. Heart open, exhale. Big inhale breath. Warrior two, exhale. Big inhale, reverse warrior. Big exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend hands to the mat, chaturanga. Big inhale, heart forward. And exhale, hips lift. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Last side, best side yet. Move with your breath. Open the heart, exhale. big swoop with the arms. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Extended side angle. Big inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward. And exhale, hips lift. Awesome job. We will come to child's pose, or maybe your rest pose is a downward facing dog. You want to stay there for a couple breaths. Find your rest pose. Awesome job. If you want to grab a sip of water. Good. So come from your child's pose, come to a puppy pose or a heart melting pose. And that just looks like the hips come forward on top of the knees. You just walk the hands forward. If the shoulders are super tight, you can bring the forehead to the wrists. And maybe it looks like this. Or maybe you start to extend the arms straight forward. And really imagine the heart is melting down. You can even bring the chin to the mat and gaze forward. But that's can be really intense. So just find whatever your version of this pose is. I'm gonna take another peek at the comments to see that everyone can hear me. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Yay, good. Everybody's doing great. Okay. Let's take one more breath in this puppy pose. Good. And then take a big inhale, start to come back forward onto the hands and knees. And tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Good. And just notice that every time that we return to our downward facing dog, there's just a little bit more space here. Or maybe you just notice something different, like the backs of the legs are opening, or maybe the muscles of the spine or the back feel longer, maybe a little warmer. Let's take one more breath here. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, jump or step, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Good. Again, we'll keep the feet about hip width distance. Inhale to chair pose. And this time, bring hands into heart center. So we're preparing for a prayer twist in this chair pose. So same thing, start down, looking at the toes. You should see them. The knees are pointing forward. Take a big inhale, feel the spine grows long. And then take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a prayer twist in chair pose. Good. And a lot of times this left knee wants to pull forward. Just take a peek down. The knees are in line. With each inhale, the spine is long. And with each exhale, you can twist. If you're feeling super energetic, we can make a fist with this right hand. Maybe you'd like to press the fist into the hand. So inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. Good to feel even the neck is long. One more breath here. You're so strong. Good. Fire up the core. Inhale to center. Exhale, let it go. Forward fold. Shake the head, shake the legs. We will find a gorilla pose, and you can do this either with the peace fingers to the toes, or maybe you like to bend the legs and start to step the feet on top of the hands. Wherever you are, we're staying active and moving with the breath. With the inhale, pull the spine long. And then exhale, chest to knees, deep forward fold. Good, a couple more times. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. One more big inhale. And deep exhale. Good, slowly start to release the hands. Keep the feet at hip width distance. Inhale, chair. Hands to heart center. This time, right elbow to the left knee. Prayer twist. This side, the right knee wants to pull forward. Keep down, keep the right knee in line with the left. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. You can make this fist again with the left hand into the right palm Inhale, long spine. And exhale, twist. Good, one more breath. Grow the neck long. Inhale back to center. And exhale, fold. Shake the leg, shake the head. Great work. And then take whatever opposite arm placement you haven't done yet. So one more gorilla pose. Stay active here. Move with the breath. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. One more big inhale. Long exhale. Awesome. And we will just come down to a crouching pose. Okay. Is everybody feeling warm? I hope so. And there's really no way to tell, but I think that you probably are. So our peak pose for today will be a side crow. And we've warmed up the side bodies and we've warmed up the arms and the shoulders. So if you are feeling like playing a little, I have something fun for you. If this is too much for you today, that's okay. We will all meet in a child's pose. So you can always just directly go to child's pose and we'll be there in a couple minutes anyway. Okay, so if you're not familiar with side crow, you will come into almost like a chair pose, and then you'll find this prayer twist with the left elbow at the right knee, and you'll just come down to this crouching. Then from here, the hands plant. So the knees are at the left elbow, the front elbow, and then the hip is going to come to the back elbow. So for me, this is the right elbow. My hip comes to the right elbow, and I'm gazing forward, but I'm just gently starting to tip to find this balance. And remembering to breathe. If everything's feeling okay, you can start to extend the legs. Ooh. And then see if you can slowly come back to center. And play with this on each side just a couple times. If you'd like to take a couple breaths in between the sides, you can come to this nice kneeling and just bring the intention back to the breath. Let the heart rate slow. Awesome. Let's play with that on the other side. Okay. And for those of you in child's pose, I hope you're imagining a really juicy lower back massage and that you're just loving your time there. We will all be there soon. Okay, play with this side crow on the opposite side. So if you need to get there from chair, hands are at heart center. This time, the right elbow comes to the left knee. We come to this almost crouching pose. And this time when we plant the hands, the knees are at the right elbow and the hip comes to the left elbow. We're gazing forward and we can just teeter-totter forward. And then maybe we start to find and slowly come back to center. So play with this for maybe one more minute if you're really into it. And then we will all meet in child's pose at the top of the mat. When you're ready, big toes together and the knees wide. And we can bring the palms of the hand to face up. And the forehead comes to the mat. I want you to really let the hips feel heavy. And you can even bring the knees a little bit wider than you normally do so that the low back is settling towards the feet and you're making space there. And good, one more breath wherever you are. Good. Then inhale to a tabletop. We'll just take a nice gentle wrist stretch because these arm balances can be so much for the wrists. So let's start with the right hand. You'll turn the fingers of the right hand to face the edge of the mat, the long edge of the mat. And we'll just make some really gentle little half circles here. And just come back to the breath. Good. And then we will bring the top of the right hand down so that fingers are facing your legs. And the biggest thing here is that you're feeling this really gentle stretch along the top of the hand and the forearm. If you don't feel this, you can just slowly bring the hips backwards. Try to keep the arm pretty straight. So if it's bent, you probably won't feel the stretch. Straighten the arm and just slowly, gently bring the hips backwards. If you still need a little bit more, you can play with wiggling these fingers. Whew, that can be really intense though. Let's take one more big breath wherever you are. Good. And then again, the right fingers come to the long edge of the mat. Be really gentle. Just some little baby circles move in all the directions of the wrist. Awesome. Bring the right fingers to face forward. Take the left hand and turn the fingers to the long edge of the mat. A couple little circles here. Send your energy into the wrist. Notice all of these sensations there. Good. When you're ready, the top of the hand comes to the mat. The fingers are pointing to the legs. And this side might feel really different, so just be gentle as you bring the hips backwards if you need a little bit more stretch. We're looking for the sensation in the forearm and the top of the wrist. But really nothing, we're not forcing anything. There shouldn't be any sharp or searing pain, just the stretch sensation, so nothing too much. You can move the fingers. Whew, that's a doozy. Take one more breath. Good. And then the left hand points to the long edge of the mat one more time. Really gentle half circles for this wrist. Great. Back to center, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot high. And then lead with the right knee for half pigeon. This is a really nice time if you have a blanket or a pillow to use this under the right hip. So maybe I can face you guys. So for today, we'll keep this right foot in towards the hip. So we really want to protect this knee, and you don't want any pain on the front knee. This is really just about the right hip. And a really nice way to support this pose is with a pillow under the right hip. So you can be here. And if this still doesn't really feel good, a great pose instead of a half pigeon would be something like a reclined figure four. So you can always just be right here if you know your hips and your low back are a little tight. So just come into whatever hip opening pose feels the best for your body. If you are in half pigeon, peek back at these left toes. They should be pointing straight back. You can always stay upright, or you'll start to relax forward when you're ready. We hold so much stress and so much anxiety here in the hips, so much tension. So see how you can make space there. You can really imagine sending your fresh oxygen, your fresh breath into the tightest areas of the body. With each exhale, you let go of something you don't need anymore. Feel a little heavier with each exhale. Good. Challenge yourself to 2 more honest breaths here and just see if there's anything more that you don't need, any thoughts or any tension from the body. See how you can let that go for this last breath. Go ahead and start to come back onto the hands. Then we'll release that half pigeon with a three-legged down dog. So reach this right foot high and just make some big circles. Good. Maybe shake the hips. Inhale the left foot high. Exhale, lead with the knee. Half pigeon on this side. So again, on this side, so that we don't stress or put any unnecessary tension on this knee, you really want to feel the stretch in the left hip. We'll keep the foot towards the hips, and you can always use this prop under the left hip if you need. Or if this still doesn't feel great for the front knee, a really, really nice variation will be this laying down figure 4 stretch, just like this. So find whatever you need, and then return to the breath once you get there. If you feel like it's hard to keep your sense of focus or your sense of awareness, keep bringing your attention to the breath. And let the breath really anchor you to this present moment. Maybe you can imagine the movement of the breath in and out of the body. And see how you can make just a little bit of space in these tight areas of the body. Take 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, come back to the hands and find 3-legged down dog. Release half pigeon on the side. Good. And then find one last downward facing dog, last down dog of our class today. Take a big breath. Let it out. And then make your way onto your knees and then onto your seat, and take your time to come all the way down onto your backs. When you get to laying flat on your back, give yourself this big hug with the knees into the chest, and you can even give yourself a little massage on the sacrum. We will take a yogi's choice spinal twist. So if you have a favorite spinal twist, feel free to take anything you like. I will demo a one-legged twist with the right knee at the heart. And then use the left hand to pull the knee across the body. We will reach the right hand out from the shoulders and gaze to the right. Good, one more breath here. Big inhale to center. Give the knees a big squeeze. And then keep the left knee at the heart and pull the knee across the body, spinal twist. Gaze to the left. We do want to keep both shoulders glued down, so if this left knee doesn't quite touch down, that is okay. You can just hover here a bit, but work that the shoulders are glued down and you're opening through the mid-spine. Gaze to the left hand, even let the neck go here. One more breath. And then big inhale back to center. Our last pose will be a happy baby. Bring the hands to the feet, the knees down towards the shoulders. If there are any last poses or stretches that you'd like to take, really, I'll never know if you take them or not, but anything at all, like a bridge or a wheel, or maybe you want to do something like a headstand or a handstand, really anything. We are pretty nice and warm, so feel free to play a little more. Otherwise, when you're ready, we will just take a couple minutes in a final Shavasana. Let the body completely come to rest on the mat. And it can feel really nice with the feet together and the knees wide. Traditional Shavasana with the legs straight and the palms facing up. You can even walk the shoulders underneath you. This is kind of the pose we always skip in the yoga, the filmed yoga sessions, but I hope you choose to allow yourself this gift of a relaxation here. Just a couple minutes where you allow yourself to do nothing and just to be here. Allow the full weight of the legs, the full weight of the hips to soften into the mat. And feel the weight of the head and the weight of the skull relax down. And soften the muscles of the face. Release even the tongue from the top of the mouth. Soften the space of the eyes and the muscles of the forehead. And then slowly start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a big good morning stretch. Reach the arms long and the legs long. You can let the head fall from side to side. And keep the eyes closed as you slowly come all the way up to seated. Meet me here at the top of your mat. And we can bring our hands into heart center. Just take a moment to recognize the sense of stillness and the sense of peace that you cultivated with your practice today with yoga. And maybe there is an intention that has come to you with this stillness that you'd like to think of for the rest of the day or the rest of the week. It can even be something simple like gratitude or love, or maybe the intention is something really specific. But see if you can set that intention right now. Thank you all so much for joining me today. This was so wonderful. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Okay, you guys, I have no idea how that went. So I'm really excited to hear your thoughts. So send me a message. Any constructive criticism, any feedback, I would love to hear how this went for everyone. Okay, mwah, all my love.